Sorry students, there is some technical problem. I will be starting the presentation from the beginning. So this is where we started with characteristics of human communication. Next, we are having significance of communication. Then we have three models of communication: transmission model, interaction model, transaction model. Then we have types of communication: interpersonal communication, group communication, and mass communication. Interpersonal communication, face-to-face communication, exchange of information, ideas, and feelings, verbal or non-verbal methods, extremely important for creating and maintaining meaningful personal relationships, soft skills necessary for interpersonal communication, active listening, courtesy, flexibility, integrity, attitude, responsibility, team spirit, assertiveness, conflict resolution, and empathy. Group communication. Here we are having shared goal, belongingness, specific identities. Group dynamics include leadership, decision making, conflict resolution, social influence. Examples of group communication: interview, group discussion, meeting, brainstorming, seminar, conference, etc. Mass communication. It is the process of extensive circulation of information within regions and across the globe through mass media. Aim of mass communication: to craft and launch calculated communication plans. Areas: advertising, economics, entertainment, education, healthcare, journalism, marketing, public relations, politics, sociology, etc. We require creativity and flexibility for mass communication. Mass media include print media, radio, television, film, and digital media. Methods of communication. It means how we communicate. It can be verbal, that is using language, or non-verbal, that is without language. So the first one is verbal communication. In that, we are having oral communication. It means exchange of ideas, information, and message through spoken words. So right now, we are having oral communication. For oral communication, literacy is not required. Even an illiterate person can listen to a speech. Speedy transmission. It is very fast. Scope for misunderstanding. Because oral communication is spontaneous, immediate, it may happen that there is misunderstanding. Next, no record of communication. No legal validity. There is no record. As a result, there is no legal validity. It is not accepted as a proof in the court of law. Last one, immediate feedback. Example, lecture, telephone call. Then we have written communication. Interchange of message, opinions, and information in written or printed form. For it, literacy is required. An illiterate person cannot read or write. Slow transmission. It takes time to write down. No scope for misunderstanding. It is very clearly written on the paper. Proper records of communication. Whatever you write down on a piece of paper is considered as a record. You can go back to it in future. As a result, it has legal validity. It is accepted as a proof, as an evidence in the court of law. However, it gives delayed feedback. For example, you appear for examination. It is written examination. Its result you get after some time, maybe after a month. So it is delayed feedback. If it is an oral exam, you can know it faster than a written examination, whether you have passed or failed. Examples of written communication are newsletter and email. So here we are having oral and written communication, which are part of verbal communication. On this particular slide, you can see the what you can say distinguish between oral and written communication. I hope you have noted down these points.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we will come back to these methods in detail later on. So this particular slide will be repeated later on also. Then we are having body language. Now this is a non-verbal communication. Here we do not use words. So the first one is facial expressions. Facial expressions are, are universal expressions for happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, fear, and disgust across cultures. Our emotions are displayed on our faces. Second one, eye contact. It is the visual sense which consists of interest, affection, hostility, or attraction. Next, gestures. These are the unconscious use of body parts such as hands to wave, point, beacon, or emphasize one's point while arguing. Gestures are culture specific. They differ from society to society. Next, appearance. It includes dress and grooming, how you wear clothes, how you put on makeup, how you present your image to the speaker, to the audience. It influences the effectiveness of presentation. And the last one under body language, we are having proxemics. It is study of human use of space and the effects that population density has on behavior, communication, and social interaction. Okay, now these points I'm going to repeat again in the next lecture. So I discontinued the presentation. Now what has happened, I'm giving you the feedback. When you have filled your daily attendance form, so some students, they have filled the form twice. No, every day you have to fill the form only once. That is number one. Number two, when you are writing the topic, it should be the topic that is written on the first slide. Now, in this particular presentation, it is communication, it is the concept of communication. So, in the topic, you are going to write concept of communication. Don't write anything else. Don't write verbal communication, non-verbal communication, mass communication. No. You are just going to write concept of communication. And mind you, you have to fill your daily attendance form immediately. Some students have filled the form very late, so I could not enter their attendance in my sheet. It was late. I can give you maximum 1 hour. Within 1 hour, you should fill your attendance form. Am I clear enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Now we can stop. Just one more thing. Um, I want somebody to remind me to start recording the lecture. In the next lecture, I want somebody to message me to start recording. Okay, and please join before the time. Once I start presenting, then if somebody wants to enter, I have to discontinue the presentation. There was several times there were interruptions in this particular presentation, so I had to start from the beginning. So I request you, all of you, please do not disturb other people. Be punctual. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Immediately fill your attendance form.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.